Yo, 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 yo. Oh, I'm burping. I'm burping. Plug my phone charger in. Yup. Right, okay. Lax, I think I'm going to level a bit. I ain't beating Laxasia as I am now. Why did I come back here? Oh, I spent my quartz, didn't I? Oh, that UI get glitch hasn't changed. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. So I should have 5 now. Yeah. Let's see about weapon upgrades as well. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going with this. It's so good. Golden lead acid battery.
If you I all
Okay, there's actually some helpful shit there. Right, levels. Yeah, I have to do it with Sophia now. Shit. What do I go for? I want a bit more motivity, a bit more HP, a bit more stamina. That's for damage reduction as well. Let's see how that is against Laxasia. Because she's still going to be difficult. I just don't want to go too high in level. Don't want to go too high. There's probably no point in me having Fulminous as well. I mean, I'm probably not going to use the Legion Arm, but there's no point in me having this Legion Arm. I don't really have any of the others. I don't really use any of the others either, though. Is there any point in me burning it? I mean, I guess I could, but is it going to make much difference? Probably not. Probably not. Come on, then. I don't think I should have increased the attack speed in hindsight. I should have just gone with the fact that it's a randomizer, but I've fucking done it now, so that's just that. That's just that. Get that down again. Bro, she's so fast. I should not have fucking messed with the attack speed. I haven't even got to phase 2 yet as well. Imagine who the fuck is in phase 2. It could be someone so easy, but it could also be an absolute piss take. Run back. Come here, bitch. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about this shit. Thank god for link dodge. Shit, I just forgot what she was doing for a second. Close though, close. It's definitely doable. The weapon upgrade in the levels definitely helped. Good, it's all good, man. How you doing, man? Got live stream, man. Do you see all the files? It's very disturbing and shocking. I've seen a bit of it, yeah, and it is very disturbing when you look into it 100%, but it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. It doesn't particularly surprise me. Unfortunately, but that's just the way of the world in many aspects. It's a very boring way of putting it, but just as this does happen behind closed doors, it also just doesn't for some people. Some people just... the mass amount of people just don't do this shit, you know what I mean? I guess even the mass amount of celebrity doesn't do this shit. It's just the hyper famous ones are very frequently in these scandals, which makes it worse, but... Because obviously that's going to trend on the internet like crazy, but... What's not going to trend on the internet is all the people not doing it. That's not to diminish the ridiculousness of what's in the Epstein files, obviously, but... It's just kind of why I never get too up or too down about world news, because you're going to find so much more to be down about and just fucked about, basically, than anything to be happy about. With that being said, though, I said this in my IRL homies group chat as well, and I'd say this to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Any person in those files with any nefarious dealings with Epstein, I am totally okay with foregoing an execution. I'm fucking jumping ahead of my own words. Foregoing an investigation. Let's not even investigate. Just kill him. Just execute him. If we were wrong on someone, we'll just take the hit on that one. But anyone that's got any type of nefarious dealings, like if you've been to the island, for me that's grounds for instant execution. Instant execution. Doesn't matter. Don't need a trial. Don't need justice. The justice is executing them. There's nothing else that needs to be seen. The Musk email that he's trying to put... The tweet that he put down... This is what I mean about, like, also why I can't get too invested in things like this, because I would hunt these people down and I'd kill them. I'd feel so offended. The fact that he, like, tweeted, like, no one's pushed harder for the emails to be released than me. It's that type of rhetoric where it's like, you may as well just spit in me fucking cereal. It's so disgusting to just say shit like that. Like, how even asking the question, how is that the case, is a retarded question to ask, because you know he's that statement is what he made is empty anyway. There's no point in asking why. There's no point in trying to get to the root of what he means, because it's just so silly to say. So you could just execute him. Or like whenever Donald Trump is like, oh, you're making too much of a big deal about the files. To me, that's just grounds for instant execution. Just put a bullet in his head. Good exercise, how do you emphasize? What does good mean? You threw me off there, bitch. Holy shit. Bro, she's gonna kill me. Bro, she just let me live. I don't know why. She literally just let me live. Get ready for work. Hope you'll have a good day. Appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good shift at work. Oh, God. I thought I was going to get dinged on the roof. I should have just parried anyway. I've seen hated Trump and said that he's the worst person he ever met. I said jail's not enough. I've not seen that particularly. I've seen different correspondences between the two that would suggest that they had what many powerful people have. It's like one of those dynamic relationships where so long as they can service each other for whatever they desire, whether it's the girls on the island or some sort of business advice or direct business correspondence, that type of stuff, then they're friends. And then whenever one of them makes a decision that perturbs the other in regards to business or possibly with the girl, all that type of stuff, right, then they're not friends. It's one of those weird type of relationships that it seems that a lot of famous people have. I say famous people who are just fucking weird, I guess. But 100% jail is not enough. But at the same time, ultimately, it depends on the person, but I'm sure for a lot of the people who are abused, justice would be enough. But for a lot of them, they'll be scarred for life regardless of justice, you know what I mean? So it's just a fucked situation all round, because they can never get... I'm sure they would take the thing never happening to them over justice. Do you get what I mean? Justice doesn't take away what happened to them. But at least maybe you could consider that if true justice is to be served, at least by the masses' judgment, whether that's life in prison or the death penalty, as I would believe, maybe you could argue that... Oh, I keep doing this. That if we can set the precedent off this is one of those huge things, like, that happen across time, where you have like a monumental happening, and the outcome and how this is dealt with, whether it's swept under the rug or whether it's properly addressed, will have huge ripple effects on history going forward. Possibly. Never a guarantee, but... There's loads of shit though. America right now, the UK is pretty bad, and I'm not like the most politically aware, but America is crazy. Like, you got shit like Kash Patel just lying blatant. I know MPs do it all the time, but you got shit like Kash Patel just blatantly lying under oath about there being no credible evidence based on what the FBI had about Epstein, about him trafficking children. Like, it's just wild. That's wild. Wacky conversation I spawned into. Oh yeah, we're kind of like, I guess, chopping up about the Epstein shit. I was kind of saying how, like, I don't really ever get too high or too low on world news, because If you go on the internet and you look for world news, you're going to find the majority negative. Don't get me wrong, like now, I'll chat about it and say whatever, but you just can't let it get to you. As fucked up as it sounds to not make a big deal in a way about people, a political structure in which both sides of the party, not just in America, but across the world, many people participated in this child sex trafficking ring. As much as it's crazy to play that down, if you focus on it, especially maybe for like people like us, I mean, what can we do? What can we really do? Yes, we can make noise, but I think it's blatant at this point that making noise in the traditional fashion is not going to work, because they will literally get on the camera and they will just look at it's so 1984, it's unbelievable. They will just get on, they will get in an interview in some sort of press conference or whatever, they'll just look at you straight in the face and just lie. Or like the one I saw today of like there was some lady who brought it up in the like a White House press scrum, and Trump instead of fucking answering the questions was just like berating her because apparently he'd never seen her smile. It just shows how seriously he's taking the files, which is not. You know what I mean? So we're at that point where like traditional words and like conversation it's not going to work. It's not going to achieve anything. And this is where you really get. I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Like, oh, I'm going to die for that. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. But this is where you get political violence. You get some unique situations like Charlie Kirk where he certainly isn't as bad as fucking Jeffrey Epstein. But I anticipate that the dude who shot Charlie Kirk would agree to a degree with the statement that they felt powerless against the influence of Charlie Kirk on people. And therefore, their justice or their revenge or whatever they want to talk, however they want to describe it, is in part to get rid of that influence because they can't do anything about it with words. Those things can fuck up your mind. Epstein files can fuck up anyone's mind. 100%, yeah. You want to say everyone in America forget about those diabolical things? That's the scary thing is, though, so many people will. And even worse, a lot of people might not forget or forgive, but they just don't care. They just don't. And when I say don't care, like some people will quantify that differently, but for me personally, if you can't do anything that's to like an actual consequential degree, there's no point in playing in being that you care, right? Because to me personally, it doesn't mean anything. That's not to say that you shouldn't care about things at all, because people have emotions. People care about things, right? I'm not going to insult someone for caring about something that they don't necessarily actively do something about. Maybe I would if they actively do something that like propagates the issue, but like, so like the eye shootings, right? I don't expect you, like for example, I'm utterly just blown away by the shit that's been happening recently with that. But I don't expect everyone to just go out in the street protesting, and not just protesting, but maybe getting violent as well, to essentially take back the streets, right? Like that's putting your life on the line, like literally, right? I don't expect people to do that. Oh shit. If I do this, she might have just killed herself. Half the fucking thingies fell through the... Oh my god, I keep forgetting that she follows up when you fucking stack, for fuck's sake. Things are crazy here right now. Honestly, I'm not the most politically aware, like, at all. But just from the shit that I've seen, I am surprised the US is not already in like a civil war. It's insane. It's insane. The ice stuff is crazy. It's crazy. Like I was saying earlier, the scary thing is like so many people are okay with being unintellectual and uneducated. It's one thing being uneducated in the sense like uneducated not in the broad sense but on a specific issue, but it's another thing to be actively unintellectual. And what I mean by that is you can not know about something. Like, I don't necessarily know anything about Trump's government, but I don't need to know about Trump's government to be able to analyze like his behavior in these conferences, for example, right? I don't need to know his policy on fucking, I don't know, foreign affairs and relationships with other countries to analyze his behavior in a press conference saying, "You're the worst journalist of all time. I've never seen you smile." Do you get what I mean? Like that's got nothing to do with like fully understanding his policies or anything, right? Oh, she's in the roof. How did that fucking come out? I'm gonna die. Bro, she was going in so much, couldn't even get my fucking stagger. But no, I kind of liken it to maybe some of you guys are religious. You might take this as offensive. My personal views on religion is it's very much the same as almost anything else in the sense that some people are just weak-willed and weak-minded, and they need that external sort of presence to rely upon. Something that they don't necessarily need to feel or touch, but feel as though absolves them of sin or tells them where they're going to go after they die or gives them some sort of spiritual connection, right? I think people, not that I necessarily fault them for wanting that type of connection. It's more so how you behave as a justification or an extension of that belief, right? And I think politicians, musicians, stories, so many things can adopt that role of that external thing that people connect to. I mean, I do it, but it's the way in which you do it, right? Like, if you blindly follow, like for example, if you watch Attack on Titan and you love Eren Yeager so much that you decide, no, I literally do need to eliminate the rest of the world's population, you're a fucking idiot. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's just what you are. You're a fucking retard. But it's another thing being intellectual enough to sort of consume a story like that and understand things that you can relate to on a sort of thematic level, but obviously wouldn't fucking replicate in real life. But I don't think there's so many people that are quite literally too stupid to understand how not to do that, or intentionally neglect. Oh my god, I've done it again. Any type of intellectual growth, because it just doesn't really care. They don't really care. They've got other things going on in their life, like bills to pay, kids to raise, they're in a relationship, they got a shit job. Like, people will think first hand more about those things, of course they will, than other like world issues. It's closer to home, you know what I mean? And even then, I don't fault that action in and of itself, because life can be hard enough, right? So I don't necessarily fault people for being unsympathetic and at worst apathetic to the struggles of other people, right? What I do fault people for are being directly opposed, if you will, to the struggles of other people, or to be directly critical in many cases, because I think it's just fucking, it's like I say, like political figures, like whatever your political beliefs are, so long as they're within like a a spectrum that isn't fucking ridiculous. You should be able to vote for one politician or another politician and not think the other person is a fucking serial killer or this or that, you know what I mean? Like I say, that obviously the political views of the person and the person which they're voting for have to fall within the boundaries of reasonable. So if you're voting for someone like Trump, when I was younger, it's hard to this is what I mean, because there's so much to it. When I was younger, I wouldn't think this at all. But as I've gotten older, I can understand why people think it now, or why people will associate, even though it's still kind of unfair. Like, I can understand why someone might think that someone who votes for Trump could be a racist. Because how could you vote for someone? And I don't think Donald Trump is an outright racist in the most simple sense. I can't remember if I was saying this in the Discord, or in my IRL homie chat the other day. I think he's just like he's like an opportunist as a person. He doesn't care what skin colour you are. Oh god. So long as you can service him in some way. Like, if he can do business with you, he'll be your friend. But he does have natural bias, though, in terms of skin colour, at least. I think that's pretty obvious. I think ice, in and of itself, being a thing, is extremely obvious in terms of signalling that. Let's go to short side doom size. I walked outside to lie down in the middle of the field for 5 minutes, and it was nice. I hope it was nice weather. Well, I'm guessing it was just like a cool breeze, right? Nothing too damp. That does sound nice. Didn't Bill Gates speak only about decreasing the population? I don't know. I didn't see that, but if he did, that just shows how out of touch these fucking mega billionaires are. And how pathetic they are towards other people. Kind of violent, cool breeze. Yes, now that sounds nice. That does sound nice. Nuance, that's it, basically, right? You know, as he can capitalise off hate. 100%. And this is what also, like I say, makes people scary to me. It's like I say, I was going to go on to say, like, as well about Trump, that you can make the observation that someone who votes for Trump might possibly be racist, but there's so many more reasons why someone might vote for Trump as opposed to someone else that they could make, because the whole system is corrupt. So you might be looking at Trump as the best of all the bad evils, right? So you might go, well, yeah, he may be an absolute piece of shit, but if he's the president, he could do this, and that, which benefits me as a person, and that's enticing for me to vote for, right? Okay, I understand that. But it is actually insane that there are people not intelligent enough to discern that a lot of his behaviour is inflammatory on purpose, not just because he's got the temper of a 12-year-old, but because he's intentionally pitting you against the other side. It's strange how people don't see that. But then, like I say, this is why I like liking religion to things like this, because sometimes I feel like maybe people do see it. But it doesn't matter if they see it, because their leader has told them what they are. So even if they have their doubts or they question themselves, so long as their leader propagates that viewpoint, they're going to follow it. They're not going to think for themselves. Because that's not their role in the chain, if you will. They are struggling with life and all of its difficulties, and their role is to just get on with it. What to actually think is what is dictated by the person that they support. It currently feels like minus 11 degrees outside, so pretty cold, violent breeze. Fucking hell. I was supposed to, I mean, that's kind of like a bit chilly now. We're getting a bit violent with that breeze. But still, though, so long as it's not raining, just like a little nip of a breeze, you know? That still sounds pretty nice, though. I suppose I have no idea how evil he is. I mean, like I say, there may be some people who do. I say this about everything, right? It's kind of a boring way of putting it. There always is and there always isn't. There's very rarely just like not, or just is. There's always the in-betweens, right? Like I say, you might have people who do totally understand how much of a piece of shit he is, but deem it better for XYZ reason that he's in power over other candidate, right? Whatever other candidate. But then there'll also be people that don't, you know what I mean? It's... Oh, shit. It's like all things. How many times am I going to do that? I'm wasting so much HP. All because I keep fucking forgetting. Oh shit. It's okay. We're okay. Bro, what? You cheating bitch. She's gonna kill me? Oh my god. It's more than a nip of a breeze, hence me calling it violent. I feel you, I feel you. But yeah, I mean, this is why I don't really like browse social media too much. These last few, literally this last week, I've been a lot more consistent, at least on fucking YouTube and TikTok, like just posting shit. But I'll post and then I won't scroll because you're just gonna find like so much shit where from whatever angle you can look at it as people being weird. And naturally, I'm not fucking perfect, so sometimes I do scroll. It's just weird. Maybe this is gonna kind of make me sound like some fucking Chad streamer trying to fucking like promote the alpha male lifestyle, but I find that it must be just a lot of lonely people who've got no friends who are like commenting on the shit that I see. Like one thing I can think of right off the top of my head, I don't watch them, but their shit like comes through on my like For You stuff. It's Arky and Bonnie, right? I don't really know what they do aside from fucking stream. I don't know if any of them are known for like any particular games, but so many people are like commenting the weirdest shit in the comments for the videos that I see of them. And like, don't get me wrong, like they're 1000% like relationship clip farming. I don't know if they actually are in a relationship. I don't care. It's not my business. But some of the shit people were saying about, or people say about Bonnie in the comments is just fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. And just the way people obsess, some people will obsess about it as well. It's just weird. But oh shit. But no, I can't engage with that shit. Shit. And then, like I've said this loads of times before, a lot of the time I don't even think it's real. I think a lot of accounts are definitely bot accounts that people are farming. I don't know how you would do it, but you would have some sort of way where that bot account is in some way linked to your account, and based on like popularity of how one account does, it kind of filters to the other one, and they just like rage bait. Try to avoid keeping up with politics and stuff because it makes the future of humankind look too bleak for my liking. Yeah, 100%. That's what I was saying. That's how social media is built. Negativity trends a lot more. So if you go looking for it on social media, if you went looking for both positive and negative, you would find so much more negative. So there really is no point in getting too invested. You're right, those files can ruin someone's mind in a week. 100%. It's the same with just social media in general. I find that I'm a person. I'm quite apathetic in the sense that I'm apathetic because I know I have to be. Because if I wasn't, I would care too much. I would never do anything in my life. I'd just always be feeling like, oh my god, that sucked, or that sucked, or that's bad. There'd be like a feeling of futility to it all. I'd be like, what the fuck, what's the point? She's trying to fucking be a right bitch to me, I swear. Matty's lived through many crises, so I'm sure we can keep going, but it can be hard to see when you hear what's going on. 100%. I said this on stream before as well. I mean, like, you just put it as succinctly as I put it. Like, back in the day, like, if there was something like a, I don't know, like a serial killer, you're not gonna know how many there are or how prolific they are unless you're in that area and they get caught. Or there's, I don't know, rumours of people fucking going missing. Whereas these days, you can hear about a serial killer in fucking Malaysia, in England, in the US, in this, a school shooting here, this there, 70 people have died. Like, you see everything. But before, like, you just have no idea. It would simply be a thing that happened. And you wouldn't know. So now people might get a sense about certain things, like, oh my god, why is this happening so much all of a sudden? It's like, well, maybe it is happening a lot, I don't know, but whatever that thing is, whatever you choose to talk about. But you have no idea how much it used to happen, because no one would have known. Just information you wouldn't have had access to. And then not even that, not even just information. It's not just information a lot of the time you get access to, it's the fucking video of someone doing it, or at least the most gruesome details. Maybe a picture of a body. You know what I mean? Like, you can see so much now, you know? It's why education is so important. I don't necessarily mean education in terms of like school education per se. It's the act of educating yourself in some capacity. Like, for example, I mean, I went to uni, but I never finished, and I was never necessarily the most book smart individual in regards to like, I guess, adhering to the education system and learning whatever's on the fucking syllabus. But you can educate yourself in many ways. Like, I think that's why I like storytelling so much, because it does communicate to the human struggle and the human personality and your views and perspectives, your philosophy on what it is that we are in with this existence. You don't necessarily need to have an IQ of 700 to read a story and understand the questions that it's asking of the characters, and therefore ask them of yourself. Jeff knows words about country in the Middle East. You know what about Israel? My geography's not great, so it's what is Israel? But there's corruption everywhere, everywhere. Just there's many places where there is not corruption, but there's corruption everywhere. In a lot of predicaments, until something like this happens, right? A lot of the time, you won't even know the corruption that is happening, right? So put yourself in their shoes. Like I was saying this in my IRL group chat with my homies, because one of my, I think we've asked it in the chat before as well here, but one of my homies was like, just what is it that makes kids, diddling kids, enter these guys' minds? And whilst it would never fucking enter my mind and most normal people's minds, well, just anyone who's normal's minds, what I said was, well, if I was in their position though, if there was something I want, if there was someone I wanted to kill, and I could do it, no consequences, no one would know, you best fucking believe I'm doing it. I would do it. Because that's just what my ego's like. Like, if there was something that I thought, like, for example, I'm in this position now, right? English. I was talking about earlier about, like, Trump instant execution for having nefarious correspondence with Epstein. If I was as powerful as Trump, and there was a name in those files that I knew I could get to and have them done in, and it would have nothing to do with me, and no one would ever know, yes, I would kill them. I would 1000% kill them. But that is, you can apply that to like loads of other things, be it the children or money laundering or whatever, right? These guys have the opportunities to do things and nefarious things, and no one most of the time would ever know unless some huge disaster happens. And even in like a situation like this, whether that disaster has happened, a lot of people don't care or will just straight up deny the evidence when it's thrust in their face. Like if I was in that type of position of power and I could evade taxes and not get caught or not get sanctioned, I would do it. I would do it. But of course, the psychology of someone who diddles kids, I mean, how could you even begin to understand that? Like, you can understand it, but you can't understand the means to the end. There's a difference. It's like, you can understand why someone would just do pretty much anything that their heart would desire, given that they're in a position of power where they can do it and not get punished for it or caught. Where you don't understand the means to the end is having that position of power and using it to diddle kids. I would use it to, I don't know, just fucking have a lot of money, I guess, or something. I don't know. Not pay taxes, like I say. Something like that. But she's been such a mega bitch. I'm dead. Yeah, conversation and like behavior around political stuff. I mean, the only way I see it is like, it's a great way of filtering out people that you will or won't want to have anything to do with, like friends basically and stuff, and acquaintances. Like if you've got someone who's got different political views than you, but isn't like over exaggerative about the views you have, they're probably a fine person. Even if you don't want to be like close friends with them, they're just someone that's okay to be around. But somebody that hears your political views, so long as they're all within reason, and is like overtly attacking your character based on those views, there's just, it's a great way of like them just putting their hand up at me like, yeah, you wouldn't want anything to do with me anyway. I would never ever get along with that person anyway. such a bitch. Bro, how is that hitting me? I'm fucking parrying that shit. Huge. I've done it again. Oh, there you go. Oh my god, that's the worst possible timing. And all the fucking thunder glitched out, so I couldn't get any damage on it. Fuck you, Laxasia. Right, finally, fucking hell, I've beaten a phase 1. So I can see who's next. Who the fuck is next? Are you kidding me? What is the run on this fucking randomizer? Are you kidding? The luck on this randomizer has been insane. What the fuck? In the first, like, 4 bosses, I fought the final boss's second phase, the second to last boss first phase. All the hardest bosses in the base game I fought in the first 4 bosses. What the flying fuck? Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna level a bit. This is gonna be way too difficult. Holy fuck. I actually can't believe that. That's hilarious. That is insane. I've had the most fucked up boss luck. I'm not even joking. I'm telling you, because I've increased the speed, that's just, it doesn't work. Blocking it does not work. The window is insanely short. I don't have any heals left, man. But I have 1. This is insane. What the fuck? God. I'm not even joking. This is the most insane boss look ever. First boss was name was Puppet second phase. Second boss was Simon first phase. And yeah, it's just... What other bosses have I fought? Who was it Vanini's? Oh, Marchiona, but she was busted. She didn't work in that arena. What level am I now? I swear she was a number 56. I shouldn't have messed with the fucking attack speed. I should have left that alone. I didn't know if it'd be worth it trying to burn it. It probably wasn't really. I am kind of getting used to it now. It just makes... I'm going to get used to her attack speed being increased. And I've got to fucking fight Simon's second phase and get used to that. At extremely limited heals, considering the difficulty of what I'm doing. Right, okay. Bro, look how fast he's moving. I needed a stagger. Good saying, how you doing, man? What do you mean the NPC you get for summons also randomized? Possible layer assist? I don't know, to be fair. I don't know. I don't know if there's an option for randomized summons. But I won't be using the summons in this. I won't use them. Excited for Kunimitsu? I actually am. She looks really cool. I'm definitely excited to play it. I'm excited for Tekken Season 3 in general. I need to go back to Tekken at some point and learn it on the hitbox, the leverless. It'll be fun to do. We'll do that soon. In preparation, because what, it starts in March, doesn't it? And she'll be out in March, won't she? So it'll be worth it, because I'll play her day one, like I did with Mary Zo. I want to play Kunimitsu. I'm definitely playing Roger as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. The Simon's got that move working here, the one where he summons a blue arm and the sky blows up. I haven't got that far yet. We're going to see. I've only just found out that Simon's phase 2 here, so I guess we're going to see. Shit. I guess the only thing I would say is, I don't know if the hand, or the hand that extends for the hand of God is part of like a modelled hand or like a body up there. If it is, I don't think it will work. Because Marchiona's puppet just didn't spawn at all when I fought her. So if it's something like that, no, it won't work. But if he spawns it in when he does the attack, instead of it just being a thing that's loaded into the level that he brings into animation when he calls on it, then it will work. Fighting games are going to be peak this year in general. We've got the Alex coming up for Street Fighter, even though it takes fucking ages for them to drop their DLC. Alex looks cool. Excited for the new Tekken season. Waiting on Strive 2.0. And then also the new games as well. I'm waiting on fucking Avatar. I can't wait to see that. And Tokon as well, obviously, but Tokon's coming from Arc Sys, so I'm kind of like, for me, that's kind of a safe bet. I feel like I'm definitely going to like that game. Avatar I'm more excited for because I've got no idea who the devs are who are making that game. But the game looks amazing. Oh shit. I'm surprised I didn't die for that. Am I gonna get my fucking stagger again? It's fucking impossible to get my stagger on him, man. I'm excited, to be honest. Tekken 7 PTSD. I did see I can't remember where it was. I can't remember if I saw it when we were streaming, because we had a little look at it yesterday whilst I was on live. I can't remember if it was then that I saw it or a bit later, but I do remember seeing some comments that were like, people excited for Kunimitsu don't remember how she played in 7 or some shit like that. At least for me, she looks cool as fuck. I thought she looked cool in Tekken 7. I really like a Tekken 8 design. Now that I actually kind of know a bit of Tekken, I'd be excited to play it. I can't get that one down, man. I remember that last strike, and I still couldn't get my fucking charge attack on it. Yeah, I've got to take advantage of that when I get the stagger. I can do so much damage to it. I've got no heals going into the last phase, man. I got one. And now I've got to fight for the next one. Fuck off, I was through that, man. Oh, this is going to be difficult, man. I'm King was another one again, PTSD. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good they were in Tekken 7, because like I said, I wasn't really in Tekken 7, but yeah. I mean, I guess in Tekken 8, everybody's going to be kind of dumb, aren't they? That's kind of just the game. I do wonder, because I swear they went with, they've gone with a lot of the rhetoric that they used in that Season 3 trailer in many of the Season 2 updates. So, we're going to have to see what they've got. I mean, like I say, I don't mind the game state as it is right now. I very much enjoy it, but I know a lot of more experienced players don't. So, be interested to see what changes they make. Okay. That worked wonderfully. Right, okay. Oh, I didn't think they'd actually come to me. What shit. I need a stagger. I mean, I ain't gonna fucking get one. Oh my god, I got my heal as well. Bro, this is actually insane. Insane. Yup. First time I messed that up in a little while. She's got 2 timings for that, and that is so hard to fucking deal with. There must be a towel I've just not noticed yet. Because to my eye, they both look exactly the fucking same. I can't see her. Do you think the 50-50 should be decreased a little bit in the game? Die for guessing wrong is frustrating. I see what you mean. I think what I'd like to see more of, I'd like to see them increase the movement speed, particularly for backdashing as well. And to nerf most tracking moves. I think each character should only have like maybe 1 or 2 really good tracking moves that can result in like full combos or it's really hard to get away from. The rest of your kit shouldn't track that well. Maybe a few more than one. It depends on the type of move, right? Whether it's just a single button or whether it comes after the end of a few buttons or whatever, right? Or it's a special move, whatever. But it shouldn't be so easy to track people in this game, in Tekken 8. There should be tools to stop people from trying to sidestep you and punish people who are trying to do that. Okay, I totally get that. But oh shit. The moves that are really good at tracking people moving sideways, it should be few and far between. And most of those good moves that do that shouldn't lead to like a full combo. Or extreme damage in any sense. Like it should be checks really. Plus frames at most. Like I said, I say all that, but I enjoy the game as it is. If they don't change anything and just add Kunimitsu, I'd be happy still, but I'm interested to see what they will do. What they'll try. unlucky there. I didn't fucking block. I know it didn't come at me, but if she did fire at me, she would have hit me. I have never seen that. Somehow I blocked it though. I parried it. But that shield is fucking annoying. So annoying. One of the only hopes I have is fucking riposting it. But she keeps fucking blocking it. I need a solution for that problem. She wants to nerf Reyna. Well, is Reyna pretty good right now? I haven't played Reyna in quite a while. At the same time, as a Reyna player, I have to subscribe to the Reyna superiority agenda. So I have to ask for buffs. That's just my calling. Buff Reyna, buff Clyde, buff Mary Zo. And then when I play Kunimitsu, buff Kunimitsu. There we go. Fuck off, man. Can't hyper armor either. Like, I have like 0 chance of getting a charge attack. Both at least should be buffed, but he doesn't need it. A huge percent of the roster should be nerfed instead. I feel you, I feel you. Reyna's supposed to be the Heihachi replacement until they put Heihachi back again. It's like the 5th time resurrected. I mean, it was always going to happen. Who gives a fuck about the story, really? It was always going to happen. He's popular. I'd prefer to have him than not have him. I haven't even played him yet, but I definitely will. It's like, I think Fatal Fury's doing it as well. Like, I don't know that game's lore like that. Is it Geese Howard who's a villain in that franchise? They're bringing back, they're doing a DLC character called Nightmare Geese. So I guess in their case, at least they're being a little bit story sensitive by not just bringing back Geese. They're bringing back Nightmare Geese, but I mean, it's the same thing really, isn't it? Oh my god, the wind-up of that is so long as well. Right, I'm leveling a bit more. With Hey Had You Back, Reyna joining one of gaming's most dysfunctional families. That is true. That is true. I'm glad that Heihachi's always coming back because he's one of my faves. Yeah, he is dope. I mean, he's a fan favorite in general, right? It's definitely better having Heihachi than not having Heihachi. Maybe like in the far, far, far future, these characters go away, if these franchises are even still around. Can I sell? Yeah. I need 300. There we go. No, I need 200 actually. Oh, now they are actually sold out. Not attacking without him. I feel you. I feel you. So really, I thought I was going to be able to just fucking infinitely level. I'm really not. I've got a little bit more damage. That's it. You started everything after all. Indeed, I mean, I always feel like they should find ways to bring these characters back. Yeah, you can make them miss a game or two if you want, but more often than not, the most iconic characters should be in the games. It's like Mortal Kombat with Shao Kahn or Shang Tsung. Whenever they have a game where those characters like aren't on the base roster, it always just doesn't feel good. DLC's cool and all, but they need to be base roster. Shit. I'm gonna die. Wow. I thought he was swinging. I'm dead. This is insane. Scorpion didn't exist in MK3 Vanilla. That was very weird. I'm searching for when I played it. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. What should I do now? I can see how I've picked up pulse cells. That's what's happened. And that's why I'm getting the glitch count. What do I do? Wondering if, like, we go for a quicker weapon type and just kind of play a different way. I probably can wield them both at the same time, right? No, I can't. Thing is, I've not upgraded this at all. It's going to do no damage. I'm thinking for the Fable art and to get burn. Maybe that'll help. Let me see what the damage is like. Not great. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll give it a couple more goes, I think, but I'm at a point where I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to reset the seed. I'm gonna have to generate another seed for the randomizer because I'm not beating this. Well, I probably could, but I'd have to go right out of my way to level, and I can't be able to do all that shit. Like, I wanted it to be difficult. I didn't realize it was gonna be fucking impossible. You know, my biggest mistake was messing with the attack speed. Because it's already difficult enough, I think. The attack speed is just making it, like, outrageous. Oh, God. Like, even though the damage is a lot less, this is definitely the better weapon to use. The strikes are just so quick and non-committal. It's very easy to get damage off that doesn't just rely on me getting my stagger. So I'm thinking this is making it seem a lot more doable. Still extremely difficult, but I think with this weapon I could probably get through this phase with a few more heals. If I played it well. I was super early on that one. We have the burn damage. This is what I'm talking about. Right, we got rid of it. What's he doing? Oh. But after this, I'm actually going to go upgrade this weapon. I can probably get a few levels of upgrade for this. I think this fucking dagger, this dagger is it. This dagger is the weapon. I'm going to grab my ergo because I'm probably going to need it. probably not going to be upgraded that much. So what have I got? Oh, no, I can. I think I can maybe get it to like +5. Maybe, I think. From what I just saw there. Although I only looked pretty briefly. It's good, Rich. How are you? I was live treating you, sorry. I'm doing Gucci. How about yourself? Is this game free to play? No, this is oh, this is a bot. Well, get nuked. Get fucking nuked. Get fucking nuked. Right. It scales B off advance. Yeah, I was right. +5. And my advance is probably really low. It's fucking 6. Oh shit, well. There's my level issue solved. Oh shit, it's equipped it for some reason. Right. Is there any point in even doing this at this point? Fuck it. Fuck it. See how much damage I do now. Shit. Still not a crazy amount, but this weapon's not going to do like a lot of damage per hit. It's that burn we're relying on. And just the safety of the hits as well. Because it strikes so fast. Yeah, when I get the burn on, and I can do like a heavy attack like that, oh yeah, we're hitting her for some damage. Okay, this is the weapon. Without a doubt. If I'm gonna win this, it's with this weapon. Would have been great to get the fatal attack, but it's kind of fine. So look at the damage is like, it's doable. It's doable damage if I can get in this phase and then just stay alive until I can get my my Fable attack. My ignition. That was a huge fucking heal proc right there. You kidding me, bro? No, I meant to fucking press down on the D-pad. I was kind of fucked there. Just plug my laptop charger in. Lovely. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go. Got the burn, huge. This is the best we've gone into this so far. Can I not just get hit by everything, man? Bro, I need my health to fucking come in like now. Oh my god. The fact I've got to fight fucking Laxasia just to get to him and try and get used to him. Jesus. Yeah, a couple more tries and then I might switch the cult to the lamb, and then next time I stream this game I will generate a new seed. God damn. Oh, I pressed the fucking wrong fate. What am I doing? I've spotted the tell for that now as well. I know what it is. And she readies a weapon on the ground. It's the slower version, I think. When she jumps in the air, like ready to do something to you, it's the longer version. I can't remember exactly. It might be the other way around, but yeah, I see that there is a tell there now. That heal is huge. What's he doing the God Hand? Do I need to worry about it? I think I do. The shaking tells me that I fucking do. Oh, I do. Holy shit. I need that heal, man. I was gambling on a fucking stagger off those heavy attacks. Oh, we just keep getting a little bit closer and a little bit closer. I genuinely be surprised as well if the rest of the, well, Arlecchino could show up and that could be a bit, phase 2 Arlecchino could be a bit difficult, but I've literally, unless they repeat bosses, unless bosses can be repeated, I've fought all the hardest bosses already. Everyone who could really be scary, I've already fought. I'll tell you, that shit is literally like, there's like a frame there that I can actually fucking parry that. I've noticed another thing as well, when she does those ground sparks, she usually always follows up with a run up and a quick swipe. I didn't see that one. Fuck. Well, I got her anyway. keep forgetting about that. Come on, P. See, I should do it again. I'm dead. Oh. I need to start seeing where I can maybe squeeze in some heavy attacks as well. Let's not forget where I go. I don't know what procs the burn quicker, or if there is any way to proc the burn quicker without using the Fable Art. shank, 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 shank. Shank. This boss is a fucking bullshit merchant. Oh my god. Get back on. Fucking kidding me? I'm dead. Oh shit. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. I couldn't fucking see him, man. Right, I've actually got a few more tries left now. A few more. Just a few. this boss, man. I put what I learned to the test there. Because I know she does that strike after she runs up. Give me the death blow. How's she not burned after all that? Well, she has burned. You fucking bitch. Jesus. Worst possible start. Worst possible start. I shouldn't stay in that fucking corner either. Right, I've tried it enough. I say uncle now. Yeah, next time I'm just going to have to generate a new seed. I've kind of fucked this seed up. I mean, I could start a new seed right now, but I've already had my lies of P-fill for the night, so that is Gucci. But I'm going to leave it there as well. Maybe next stream I'll do the randomize. I'll do the new seed, or I might play something else. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be me for tonight, homie slices. Until next time, look after yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, that's not OBS. That's OBS. Peace.